I found out my wife was engaged to another man through an Instagram notification. It was a Saturday morning in October. I was making coffee when my phone buzzed. A notification from Instagram. Your wife Lauren was tagged in a post. I opened it. The post was from an account I didn't recognize. At Trevor Gaines_official. The photo showed Lauren's hand wearing a diamond ring. Not her wedding ring from me. A different ring. Bigger, newer. The caption read, "She said yes. Can't wait to spend forever with the love of my life, at Lauren Mitchell. Hashtag engage, hashtag she said yes, hashtag future Mrs. Gaines." I stare at my phone. Read it again. My wife Lauren was upstairs getting ready for her yoga class. The yoga class she went to every Saturday morning. I scrolled through the comments. Over 200 of them. Congratulations. About time. You two are perfect together. So happy for you both. The ring is gorgeous. I clicked on Trevor's profile. Public account. 847 posts. Photos of him and Lauren going back months. At restaurants. At parks. At what looked like his apartment. Kissing. Holding hands. Being a couple. Photos from last night. Lauren in a red dress I'd never seen. Trevor on one knee in front of her at what looked like a fancy restaurant. Lauren crying. Her hand over her mouth. The proposal. Posted less than an hour ago. I heard Lauren coming downstairs. I screenshot the post. Screenshot his entire profile. Screenshot every photo of them together. She walked into the kitchen in her yoga outfit. Morning. Is there coffee? Yeah. Lauren, can you come look at something? What is it? I'm going to be late. It's important. Come here. She walked over. I showed her my phone. The engagement post. Her face went white. That's not. I can explain. You're engaged to someone else. While married to me. It's not what you think. You said yes. He proposed last night. At a restaurant. You're wearing his ring in this photo from an hour ago. She grabbed from my phone. I pulled it back. How did you find that? He tagged you. Instagram sent me a notification. I'm your husband. We're connected on social media. His post showed up on my feed. He wasn't supposed to post it yet. That's your concern? When he posted it? No. I meant, this is coming out wrong. You're engaged to Trevor Gaines while married to me. How is that coming out wrong? That's exactly what happened. She sat down at the kitchen table. I was going to tell you. When? After the wedding. I was going to ask for a divorce this week. I've been working up to it. You've been working up to it? How long have you been seeing him? 8 months. 8 months. And last night he proposed. And you said yes. While we're still married. I love him, Andrew. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to happen this way. You didn't mean to say yes to his proposal? Or you didn't mean for me to find out via Instagram? Both. Neither. I don't know. This is all happening too fast. I pulled up Trevor's Instagram again. He has 847 posts. How many of them are you in? I don't know. I started scrolling. I see you in at least 50. Going back 6, 7, 8 months. Here's one for Valentine's Day. You told me you were at a work conference. But here you are with Trevor at a romantic restaurant. Andrew, please. Here's one from your birthday. You told me you were having drinks with girlfriends. But here you are with him. Caption says, birthday girl deserves the world. Stop. Here's one from last month. You told me you were visiting your sister. But you're on a beach with him. He tagged the location. Marina Del Rey. Your sister lives in Phoenix. I get it. I lied. I've been lying for months. And now you're engaged to him. Publicly. On Instagram. While still married to me. She started crying. I'm sorry. I never wanted to hurt you. But you did want to marry him. You said yes. I love him. You're married to me. I know. That's why I was going to ask for a divorce. I was trying to figure out how to tell you. Well, Trevor figured it out for you. He told everyone on Instagram. I took my phone and walked upstairs. Called my attorney, Daniel Foster. Daniel, I need to file for divorce. Immediately. What happened? My wife's boyfriend proposed to her last night. On one knee at a restaurant. She said yes. He posted it on Instagram an hour ago. Publicly announced their engagement while she's still married to me. He what? Posted photos of the proposal. Her wearing the ring. Caption says, she said yes. Can't wait to spend forever with the love of my life. Tag her. Made it completely public. Send me everything. Screenshots, links, all of it. Sending now. I sent him the engagement post, Trevor's profile, every photo of them together. Andrew, this is perfect. She publicly accepted a marriage proposal while legally married to you. That's adultery with documentation. I'll have divorce papers ready by Monday. What about the social media posts? They're evidence. Public declarations of an affair. A judge will not be sympathetic to her. I hung up and went back downstairs. Lauren was still sitting at the kitchen table. I called my attorney. Filing for divorce Monday. Already? Don't you want to talk about this? Talk about what? You're engaged to another man. There's nothing to talk about. We could go to counseling. Work through this. You said yes to his proposal, Lauren. You accepted a ring from another man. You've been lying to me for 8 months. What exactly would we work through? I made a mistake. You made a choice. A lot of them. Every time you lied about where you were. Every time you went to see him. Every time you let him post photos of you on Instagram. And last night when you said yes. What am I supposed to do now? That's not my problem. Maybe ask your fiancée. She grabbed her things and left. I heard her car pull out of the driveway. I sat down with my laptop and went through Trevor's entire Instagram. Downloaded every photo of them together. Every caption. Every comment. Found his Facebook. Same photos. More captions. Date night with my queen. Lucky to have this woman in my life. Every day with her is perfect. Found photos from holidays. Thanksgiving with my love. Christmas morning with her. On days I thought she was with me, she'd been with him. I documented everything. Created a folder with 127 photos spanning 8 months. On Monday, Daniel called. Papers are ready. I included the Instagram post as Exhibit A. The proposal photo and caption. Her acceptance. The public declaration while still married. When will she be served? This afternoon. I'm sending a process server to her office. Good. At 3 p.m., my phone exploded. Lauren, you had me served at work? Lauren, everyone saw it. Lauren, how could you do this to me? I replied once. Talk to your attorney. And maybe tell Trevor his fiancée is getting divorced. She called. I didn't answer. Then Trevor called. From his number that Lauren must have given him. This is Trevor. We need to talk. No, we don't. Lauren is upset. You embarrassed her by serving her at work. Lauren embarrassed herself when she accepted your proposal while married to me. She was going to divorce you. She told me you two were basically over. Were we over when she accepted your proposal? When she said yes to being your wife while still being mine? That's between you and her. No, you made it between all of us when you posted it on Instagram. You tagged her, made it public, announced your engagement to my wife. So don't tell me this is between me and her. I didn't know you'd see it. You tagged her. We're married. Connected on social media. What did you think would happen? Look, I love Lauren. We want to be together. Can't you just let her go? I'm letting her go. That's what the divorce papers are for. But I'm not giving her anything. She's not getting the house, not getting alimony, not getting a penny beyond her personal belongings. That's petty. That's consequences. She had an 8-month affair, publicly accepted another man's proposal, got engaged while married, lied for months. Actions have consequences. She deserves to be happy. Then make her happy. But don't expect me to pay for it. I hung up. Over the next 2 weeks, Daniel built the case. The Instagram post, the timeline of photos, the documented lies. Lauren's attorney, Michelle Park, tried to negotiate. My client deserves a fair settlement. Your client got engaged to another man while married to mine. She said yes to a marriage proposal. It's documented on social media with photos and timestamps. She made a mistake. She said yes to marrying someone else. That's not a mistake. That's a choice. She's entitled to half the marital assets. She's entitled to nothing. We have 8 months of documented adultery, public social media posts, and an engagement announcement while still legally married. We'll fight this in court. Please do. The Instagram post alone will destroy any sympathy a judge might have. 3 weeks after I found the engagement post, we had a preliminary hearing. The judge was a man in his 60s named Judge Robert Martinez. He reviewed the evidence, the Instagram post, the photos, the timeline. Mrs. Mitchell, you accepted a marriage proposal while married to Mr. Mitchell. Your Honor, I was planning to divorce. That's not what I asked. Did you accept a marriage proposal from Mr. Gaines? Yes. And this proposal was posted publicly on social media. Trevor posted it. I didn't know he was going to. But you were present when the photos were taken? You're wearing the engagement ring in these photos. Yes. And you continued wearing that ring after the proposal? Lauren looked at Michelle. Michelle nodded. Yes, Your Honor. Judge Martinez looked at her over his glasses. Mrs. Mitchell, You publicly agreed to marry another man while still married to your husband. That shows extraordinary disregard for your marital vows and for Mr. Mitchell. I made a mistake. You made a choice. A public choice. Documented on social media where Mr. Mitchell discovered it. You're fortunate he's willing to offer you anything at all. The divorce moved forward. Every time Lauren's attorney tried to argue for more, Daniel showed the Instagram post, the engagement photo, the caption, the date, the public acceptance. It destroyed every argument. For months after finding the engagement post, the divorce was final. Lauren got her personal belongings, her car, and $5,000. That was it. I kept the house, my retirement accounts, everything else. Lauren married Trevor 3 months after our divorce was final. I saw the wedding photos on Instagram. She'd kept her account public. The ceremony looked expensive. Big venue, lots of guests, elaborate decorations. I felt nothing looking at the photos. Just relief that it wasn't my problem anymore. 6 months after the divorce, I met someone. Her name was Sophie. She was a veterinarian, grounded and honest. On our 3rd date, she asked about my divorce. What happened? I found out through Instagram that my wife was engaged to another man. He proposed. She said yes. He posted it publicly. All while we were still married. Sophie's jaw dropped. He posted it on Instagram. Tagged her. Made it public. Photos of the proposal. Her wearing the ring. Caption announcing their engagement. That's how I found out. That's insane. What did you do? Screenshot everything. Call my attorney. Filed for divorce. Did she try to deny it? Couldn't. It was posted publicly with photos and timestamps. She admitted to an 8-month affair. How do you feel about it now? Grateful. If you hadn't posted it, I might not have found out. Might have stayed married to her for years. A year after the divorce, Sophie and I moved in together. I need you to know something, she said as we unpacked. I will never give you a reason to question my loyalty. What your ex did, that's not who I am. I know. That's why I'm here. 2 years after finding the engagement post, Sophie and I got engaged. I proposed privately. On a hike. Just us. Do you want to post it on social media? She asked. Do you? Not particularly. I'd rather tell people in person. Good. Me too. We told our families, our close friends. Let the news spread naturally. No Instagram announcement. No public spectacle. Just quiet happiness shared with people who mattered. 3 years after my divorce, Sophie and I got married. Small ceremony, immediate family only. At the reception, my brother gave a toast. To Andrew, who learned the hard way that some people announce their betrayal on Instagram. And to Sophie, who knows that real love doesn't need social media validation. Everyone laughed and raised their glasses. 5 years after the divorce, I heard through mutual friends that Lauren and Trevor had split up. Apparently, the relationship that had seemed so perfect on Instagram wasn't working in reality. The excitement of the affair, the drama of leaving spouses, the big public engagement, none of it translated into a stable marriage. They'd lasted less than 2 years. I felt nothing hearing about it. No satisfaction, no sympathy, just nothing. 10 years after finding that Instagram post, Sophie and I had 2 kids. A house we bought together. Careers we both loved. I thought about that Saturday morning sometimes. Making coffee, getting a notification, seeing my wife's hand with another man's ring. The engagement announcement that ended my first marriage. If Trevor hadn't posted it, I might never have known. Might have stayed married to Lauren for years. Might have missed meeting Sophie. Might have missed this life. So in a strange way, I was grateful for that Instagram post. Not grateful for the betrayal, but grateful for the truth. Delivered digitally. Time-stamped and photographed, shared publicly for the world to see. Lauren had wanted a public declaration of love from Trevor. She'd gotten one, but she'd also gotten a public declaration of her adultery. Evidence that destroyed her divorce settlement. Proof that cost her everything she thought she'd get. And a marriage that didn't survive the reality it was built on. Trevor had thought he was announcing good news. Instead, he'd handed me everything I needed to protect myself. The proposal photo became Exhibit A in my divorce. The engagement caption became proof of adultery. The Instagram post became the evidence that saved me. Lauren had said yes to Trevor and lost everything for me. Trevor had gained a fiancé and lost a marriage within 2 years. I'd lost a wife who was never really mine and gained a partner who actually was. Sophie never posted our engagement on Instagram. Never announced our marriage publicly for likes and comments. Never needed social media validation of our relationship, because what we had was real, private, honest, true, not performed for an audience, not documented for strangers, just lived, every day, together. That was what Lauren's Instagram engagement had taught me. The difference between performance and reality, between public declaration and private commitment, between saying yes for the camera and meaning it in your heart. Lauren had said yes to Trevor on Instagram. Sophie had said yes to me on a quiet hike. Lauren's engagement had lasted 2 years. Mine was still going strong after 10. The Instagram post had ended my first marriage, but it had also shown me what I didn't want. Public spectacle, social media validation, performance over substance. What I found with Sophie was the opposite. Quiet, real, lasting. No Instagram announcements needed. Just two people choosing each other. Every single day. Not for likes or comments, but because we meant it. That was worth more than any engagement post. More than any public proposal. More than any ring worn for the camera. Sophie wore her ring for me. Not for Instagram. Not for strangers. For us. And that made all the difference. Lauren's Instagram engagement had exposed her betrayal. My private proposal to Sophie had built something real. One destroyed a marriage. The other created one. And I knew which one mattered. The one without the hashtags. The one without the public announcement. The one that was real. That's what Trevor's Instagram post had given me. Not just evidence of Lauren's affair, but clarity about what I actually wanted. Something that didn't need to be posted to be real. Someone who didn't need public validation to commit. A love that existed in the quiet moments, not the public ones. And I found it. With Sophie, who'd never dream of announcing our private moments to strangers. Because she understood something Lauren never did. Real love doesn't need an audience. It just needs to be lived. Every day. Quietly. Honestly. Forever. No Instagram required.